everybody, so we're exciting new review for you guys today. We're talking about the new American Godzilla film, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Other than Avengers Endgame, this was actually my most anticipated film of 2019 just because I'm such a huge Godzilla fan. If you couldn't tell by the shirt I'm wearing, the Godzilla vs. Gigan poster, and I even have a Godzilla vs. Destroyer poster back there. So I've always been really hyped about Godzilla since pretty much childhood. And I've actually kind of liked seeing how the Monsterverse has unfolded with these American legendary Godzilla films and Kong Skull Island, leading up to Kong vs. Godzilla next year, and the direction that they're taking with these characters. Obviously, Godzilla, the first one, a lot of people complain that there wasn't enough Godzilla, but you kind of get used to that watching the Toho films. But this one, there's, you got Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah. It's jam-packed with monsters. That's why I'm excited. Also, Michael Dougherty's directing it, and I really like his other films like Krampus and Trick or Treat. I definitely think he made a film that most Godzilla fans are really going to love because there's so much kaiju action. All of it's so gorgeous and beautiful. Of course, there was a little bit, the kind of the controversy around the first Godzilla from 2014. There wasn't really too much Godzilla, and, most of the stuff was saved towards the end, and they'd cut away any other time, but you pretty much see him sprinkled throughout the entire movie, and they don't really cut away. They're not shy about showing Godzilla or any of the other kaiju, or titans as they call them in the American films, because you get a fair amount of all of them, really. Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah, and they all look beautiful. Even Godzilla as well. The CGI in this film is out of this world outstanding. Probably the best CGI in any of the American Godzilla films, including Kong Skull Island. It just is so breathtaking to see these beautiful giant creatures causing all this destruction, and it's weird because you're not supposed to root for them. It's one of those things where you're not supposed to root for them because the majority of them are actually supposed to be the bad guys and Godzilla's the good guy, but you're cheering them on because you love these characters from the Japanese Toho films, and they just look amazing in CGI because obviously we're used to them in the suits and all that, but now they're full-blown Americanized CGI, destroying buildings, volcanoes, insanity. It's the best, I have to say. If you're someone who went into Godzilla 2014 disappointed by the lack of action in it, you're definitely going to be very impressed with how much action in this film because it doesn't wait till the end. Of course, the end action scene is actually amazing. I think that was the best action scene of the entire film. But there's many action scenes as well, which makes sense because there's so many kaiju in this film. You can't just have one action scene at the end and have nothing but human characters throughout. There's a fair amount of monster battles, and they're all very amazing. Michael Dougherty, you can tell he really loves this whole kaiju action. You can tell he really loves this kind of stuff. I thought it was really clever the way that they use different color palettes when different monsters are on screen, because Godzilla is more of a darkish blue with the scenes with him in it, and then Mothra has a lightish blue, turquoise color. King Ghidorah is yellow, of course, and Rodan is a fiery red. It was just really interesting how they varied the colors and how you could tell how different they were when each monster was on screen fighting each other and the colors collide. It was just really great cinematically. Michael Dougherty did a really great job just making these monsters, these creatures, just look beautiful. My only main gripe with the film is the one that you're going to expect from pretty much any Godzilla film, is the human characters just really weren't all that interesting. Their story didn't really pull me in too much. There were some aspects I did like. None of the actors were bad at all. This has a stacked cast. Kyle Chandler, Farrah Farmiga, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Millie Bobby Brown, Ken Watanabe. The cast has a ton of talent. Also Charles Dance as well as the eco-terrorist villain, which was kind of weird that the eco-terrorist, it's very blockbuster, summer blockbuster action villain kind of thing for Charles Dance to be this eco-terrorist trying to, I guess, he's trying to control the kaiju with the machine, and it was just weird. It just didn't really compel me. I come to these movies for the kaiju action. Let's be real here. We all come to see giant monsters fight each other. The human drama, it's there. It kind of has to be there, I guess. But most of the time when they were on screen, their story kind of just made me want Godzilla back on screen, or any of the kaiju. It just wasn't that compelling to me. I think the humans were much more interesting in the first Godzilla, just because Bryan Cranston was such a great actor. At least until he died, then the film kind of fell flat with Aaron Taylor Johnson as the lead. But Bryan Cranston was the best part of the first Godzilla, and there's really nobody on that caliber as far as in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Maybe Ken Watanabe, he was a really good character. Kyle Chandler was okay too, but none of it really drew me in. I just wanted to see more action from the kaiju, but the human drama wasn't written very well. Also, there is an after credit scene that I recommend you stick around for because it's really interesting. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it is going to give you an idea of what they're going to do in the future of the Monsterverse when it comes to the stuff after Godzilla fights King Kong next year. If you're a fan of the Godzilla franchise, you'll probably have at least an idea of where they're going to go, because I kind of have an idea of where they're going to go, but we'll see if it actually ends up coming to fruition. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Godzilla King of the Monsters. If you're a fan of Godzilla, you're going to love this film. The human aspects aren't that great, but it gives you more than enough amazing, epic kaiju action that if you're into that stuff, you're going to like it. If you're not a big fan of that, you're definitely probably not going to be into this film whatsoever. But overall, like I said, I really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below. What'd you think of Godzilla, the King of the Monsters? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you like this more than Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island? Is this your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's get a discussion going about the film because I love talking films with you guys. But thanks so much for checking out my review. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, hit that subscribe button so you can update with my movie reviews, trailer reactions, unboxings, rankings, and more. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.